Hey, we are back. Howdy. Hey, how's it going, Aaron? Good to see you. Welcome back to Live. We're gonna continue working on all things MCP. I think been working on something called I called it Swole MCP just as a joke, but let me turn on my music here. Not for the viewers, but for me. I play my Spotify, so I don't want to get DRM violations on YouTube or wherever. But I think we'll listen to some Lady Gaga this morning. All right, there we go. Come on, I don't hear you yet, Gaga. Come on, there we go. My headphones are not connected. That would explain why. Cool. All right, that should be good. Make that beep noise for me. Throwback Gaga. So the Fame. Um, yeah, I still a banger album. And there we go. It's playing. Uh, yeah, I love. Yeah, it's a great album. There's a lot of bangers on it. Obviously, like the obvious ones like Poker Face and Bad Romance, but uh, the whole album's really good. I like Alejandro is good, but one of my favorite ones, aside from the main banger ones, is Boys, Boys, Boys. Just because it's just boppy and really energetic, and people might see me and say, like, "Really, that's your favorite one?" I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's just really good. It's a I don't know. Not that I really get down in the dumps a lot, but like it's just a good, get me going kind of song. So, anyways, hope you're doing well, Aaron. And we gotta hang still sometime. I know you've been super busy. I know I've been super busy. But be cool to see the cool stuff you're doing at Galileo with evals. Cool. I'll drop you. I think I left. If you check on your LinkedIn, I think the link there to join a live stream still there. But if not, I'll send it to you. I also have a fresh coffee that is like full to the brim, so I got to take a couple sips here so I don't spill it everywhere. And it's funny, like when I worked at Dev 2, Levi Sharp, who used to be the sound engineer slash podcast producer, I had him on the Dev 2 live stream when I was there, just talking about podcasts. And he's like, things you shouldn't do. He's like, have water, obviously, but he's like, do not drink coffee or tea during a live stream. It'll wreck your voice. And I'm just like throwing caution to the wind because I don't know. I kind of, not that this is a talk show, but I feel it's kind of like a prop, but also like obviously I want to have some coffee. Just gonna tighten up my camera here for a sec. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Like, damn it, Johnson, I need that editorial now. I don't know. That's what I think they say. Maybe. Uh, it's true. I forgot you came from journalism. Completely forgot about that. Um, yeah, but I'm sure journalism has changed quite a bit though, with obviously the internet and like even newspapers. Obviously, like I'm saying the very obvious, but it's like I never buy a physical newspaper anymore. Like there's just no point really. If anything, I feel like it's just causing like recycling. Oh, you're married to an editorial director. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Damn it, Mikhail, get that on my desk stat. I don't know. I'm just gonna pretend I'm like Jonah Jameson or something from Spider-Man now, just angry all the time. Anyways, get that Spider-Man. Uh, okay. Anyways, let me switch over to Parry View. Cool. Um, all right. Yeah, I have a bunch of things open still here, but I was also working on my home lab. So like, uh, if you don't have a home lab, I'll be honest. Hey, I see. Good to see you. Um, I'll be honest, I was never into home labs, not because 'cause they're not cool or anything, it's just I don't know, I didn't have a separate device, just other things on the go, but now that I work at Pomarium, like, we're obviously, enterprise grade for securing internal apps and MCPs and all that stuff, but it's actually really good for home labs, and, like, that's kind of how I dog food a bit, so, like, I have, like, a few things I have on my home lab, so I've got, like, Open Web UI here, I got Libra Chat installed, recently, so those what else do I have on here? I've got, uh, N8N. Yeah, I just the funny thing about Twitter is I canceled my subscription, I don't know, I think a few months ago because I didn't have a subscription. Then I got one because I was like, I need one if I want to live stream on Twitter or X, whatever. And then I was like, I think they said they're bumping it up to like $50 just so you can actually like I'm like, there's no way I can justify paying $50 a month for live streaming on Twitter when like it's like I barely make any money. Not that I'm trying to make money off of my live streams, but like I think every like 6 months I get like $50 from like Twitch maybe for but like and it's not all the time. Maybe that price is wrong, but I remember somebody saying like yeah, $50 or whatever. And then so I canceled and then I'm one of the people that gets like a free blue check mark now. So I end up on the like the basic pro and that allows me to stream there again. So I just realized that the other day. So I was like, oh whatever, I guess I'll just stream here, you know. Um but yeah, so I was just saying like with my live stream not my live stream, but I've been building out this home lab, so I've got a few things here. Like I'm still new to N8N and stuff. But basically there's a bunch of stuff I have here. So you can see all this stuff I have installed right now. If we just go to our this is the Pomerium routes, which is kind of like a it's like a nice landing page of stuff. So I have yeah, these things here. There's a few other things in here. The jump isn't actually a website. That's so I can SSH into my mini PC through Pomerium, which is kind of cool. Can access my router. There's also the Pomerium chat, which is like basically the MCP client I built out a while ago. Uh, it's not finished setting up, so that one doesn't work there. But just been yeah, this just helps me learn more about Pomerium, but also it's actually very useful for me to have these things because now I can access any of these things like anywhere around the planet. And like I was saying, I can even SSH into it. So it might not look like it. Let's close Ghosty. Let's reopen here. Um, but it might not be noticeable, but if I do SSH, no, not brief pigeon. Let's go to my that one works too, but um yeah, that's just the bookmarks visualized cards. That's just a feature of Pomerium. It's just kind of like think of it like a portal just to see what you have available to you. So like here, for example, I can actually SSH into my mini PC, which is hosting all these things, including Pomerium. And it's probably not going to show it because I'm logged in right now, but I'm logging in as Nikki T Online, which is a Linux user. The route is jump, which is what you see here. Like if you go to this, that's not going to do anything because it's not an actual web page, but it's a jump route. I'll show it to you in a second. But it's an SSH route, and then I go here. Okay, it's actually going to do it. So this is not something you see in SSH. This is something that we built. So just to kind of explain it, we're going to get to MCPs, but essentially we have native SSH now. So if you've used something like Tailscale or other solutions, you can SSH into things that you have on your home lab through like the Tailscale client. It's like I forget the name of it, but it's like an SSH client for Tailscale. This is literally native SSH. So we're logging in. The login user is actually Nikki T Online at Jump, and the server is ssh.maisonlab.dev. The interesting things here are I'm SSHing through Pomerium now, so I'm actually getting a login. So this is all the policies in Pomerium. So I have to confirm that I'm gonna log in. I'm currently already logged in into Pomerium into my identity provider. That's why it's not redirecting me to a login. But confirm the device code, and then once that happens, I actually get logged into my mini PC. And this is really cool because you get all the same things that you get from other Pomerium routes, like HTTP routes. So policies like who's allowed to access this particular thing, they're dynamic policies. So it could be like time of day, it could be based on like groups you're in, etc. So you can apply that to SSH, which is pretty cool. And I can just show you that really quick. So if we go to Home Lab, oh, wait, it's not here actually. It's in forgot in I'm using Zero on my home lab. So Zero's Zero is a paid offering we have, but there's a free tier like a lot of things. So you get up to 10 apps that you can configure. So basically that jump route, which is what we SSH'd into, it's an SSH one. So I'm actually SSHing to my actual mini PC. But the cool thing about this is you just get that uniform security posture to be able to do that through Pomerium, which is, anyways, kind of neat. Then I have my other routes. So, like for example, like Open Web UI. So this is the URL I actually access, but the one that it actually goes to is in my internal network here. This one that's running in Docker Compose. So, anyways, that's all cool. Um, and it's neat here too. I installed I haven't, I can't remember if I tried this one yet, but in Open Web UI, I installed the OpenAI's open source model. So we could try it. Let's see here. I don't know. What's a good question you got for me, Esther? We can throw something at it. And it is running on my mini PC. So 20 billion might not be super fast, but like running on my mini PC is what I mean. I know the 7 billion models run pretty quickly. I have a 14 billion one for, can't remember if it's Gemma or what was it? Ah, you are officially at work. Okay, cool. Yeah, the Quen Coder 7 billion. Those ones run pretty fast. The Quen 14 billion takes a little longer, but we could try this. Like, I don't know. Um, let's see here. Explain Dijkstra's algorithm to me in layman's terms. And then, cool. Nice, Esther. Yeah, if you ever want to get it set up, happy to chat with you about it. No pressure. This is not a sales call. And then in great detail with a TypeScript implementation. So let's see. This is the OpenAI GPT OSS model, the 20 billion. I think they have a bigger one, but like for my mini PC, this is about as big as I can go. Hey, what's up, Fuzzy? Good to see you, my man. So this will take longer to run on my mini PC. It's a pretty decent mini PC, but 20 billion starting to get up there. The 7 billion models or the 3 billion models work pretty well on the mini PC. This one will work. It'll just take a little longer, and it's thinking too, I guess, but we can come back to that. Um, yeah, so the while we're doing that, what I wanted to focus on today is Swole MCP. So I think I have it already. Yeah, okay. So this is just like a work in progress, but let me paste this in the chat. And let's go over to LinkedIn so I can drop it there because I can't paste it over there. Um, I got to go to my live stream. Again, this is always silly. I have to be logged into my own live stream to actually comment on it. I get it if you are somebody just trying to spam it, that they would require you to be logged into it, but it's my own stream, so I find that weird. But anyways, working on this. Okay, cool. Nice. Cool. That's good. Let's get back to the chat. Just seeing if anything's going on in workland. It's my stream time, but all right, cool. So yeah, this is what we're working on, and I have a branch right now. If we go to here, if you want to kind of see it, I'll run it in a second, but I just wanted to see if did that actually return. Okay, see, so it answers. Okay, it thought for 2 minutes. Wow, that's very deep. So yeah, so the question asked is like just kind of explain Dijkstra's algorithm in layman's terms, and then like a very deep explanation with a TypeScript example. I also know that I can't remember the name of it, but somebody recently, some researcher or mathematician discovered an even faster way to the shortest path, and I forget what the algorithm is, but let's see, Dijkstra news. Where is it? Algorithm. Ah, here it is. Breaking through the 40-year-old bottleneck of Dijkstra's algorithm, Tsinghua professors, I'm not sure if that's how you say it, have overturned the textbook and won the best paper at stock. So I can drop this there. Um, boom. So yeah, so they basically, from what I understood briefly, is they basically have a better algorithm, I think. If we look here. Let's see what it says. You know what? I'm lazy. Let's get a TLDR. All right. Yeah, they developed a new shortest path algorithm that outperforms Dijkstra's algorithm. Why it matters relies on sorting nodes by distance, which inherently limits its speed. The new algorithm avoids sorting altogether. I'm curious how that is. I'll have to read the paper, but I'm also usually not somebody who's deep into algos, but you know, I do not get the links on Twitter. We'll switch to YouTube. Okay. Yeah, Twitter X is kind of weird with live streaming still. It's like uh there's a live chat. I think cuz if I go there, where is it? If I go to the stream, yeah, there's two things. I commented on the actual post actually. That's the problem. I didn't actually comment here. So I should have, yeah, there. That's why it didn't work. So and if I come back here, I should post. This is what I meant to post. Edit. No, I can't. Let's see here. Got to come back here and I got to post it here. Yeah. Let's do Swole MCP there. Let's close this sidebar. And for those that tuned in after I was talking with Aaron, I'm listening to Lady Gaga today. So listening to the classic banger album, The Fame. Yeah, so let's get rid of this. Hey, Charles, what's up? Sent you a message on Discord. I feel like you might have got it, but I didn't load up Discord yet on my work machine. Discord, where are you at? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I see you answered. Yeah, I'll check it out later. Bruv. Side question: when it comes to third-party libs and tools, do you set it as a facade, i.e., an export file in the code base where you import the tool from in the code base, or do you just import the tool when you need it? And if a tool did impose a factory constructor facade, what would make you not use it? I mean, factory pattern makes sense if you know if you just want to spit out instances of stuff, but Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, okay. When it comes to third party lives and tools, you set it as a facade and an export. Um, what do you mean as a facade and an export file? Like just oh, okay. I guess you mean like a file that exports the actual tool as opposed to importing it everywhere in the code from the raw thing. Uh, Yeah, it's pretty interesting that they cracked they made that faster. I have to read into it, but that thing is usually like a leak code question, but it has like real world applications, obviously. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see what you mean, fuzzy. I I guess this is using the facade versus importing the actual thing. I'm gonna give the it depends because like I don't know. Like, obviously, doing that allows you to change the implementation if ever you change the tool. It's really a toss up. Like, are you upfront over engineering? If you know that you would have different potential tools in the future, then maybe go for the facade right away. But if you're just like, for example, like, I don't know, I'm using Zod all day or I'm using Valabot all day. There's no point on, doing a facade because it's never going to change. So it's just another layer in the onion that could be potentially unnecessary. But I think if you expect different things to be used in the future, the facade probably makes sense. Uh, the other thing is with the factory pattern, you can just pump out anything, right? Like you just have a enum or some kind of type to say like, give me whatever I want there. So maybe, I don't know. Factory pattern is definitely a lot nicer than doing like a new instance of something. Uh, Again, it depends. Like if you don't want them changing much when they create it, like the classic thing I can remember from the where was it? I think it was Headfirst Design Patterns. There's obviously Gang of Four too with design patterns, but like I think the example in the in the Headfirst Design Patterns was, you know, factory function for pizzas, and then you just say like, give me I want a pepperoni pizza or whatever and stuff, and it's getting in the weeds there, but I think the factory pattern and using the facade pattern makes sense. The facade definitely makes sense if you know there's going to be other things or it could change and you just don't want to have to change all your code later. But if you're just like this thing is never going to change it, I just think it's overkill. Um, yeah, what I mean, like it's really a toss up because like I, I get the reaction. It's like, okay, but what if we use something else in the future and I don't have to, then I won't have to refactor everything. But um, yeah, so yeah, no worries. You got to get back to work. Yeah, things are doing great for me on my end. But yeah, cool. All right. Well, we'll talk another day there, Esther. Um, yeah, it really is just the toss up, like I was saying, fuzzy. Like if is it is it the right abstraction? Is it too early? Like I'd say when you're first starting off, probably just keep it simple, like do the actual import. Um, and the thing too is with like LLMs now and like, the LLMs being able to just generate scripts too, like if ever, or like code mods, there's all kinds of things where you could like, if for some reason you like, I don't know, 2 years later, you're like, oh, this was a mistake. I'm sure you could do a code mod or something to just replace it. But it really is your call because it's your project. So, cool, cool, cool. All right. So yeah. So what are we working on today? Swole MCP. So let me get a few things set up here. Let's open up VS Code. You come over here, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I got two open. Okay, I'll sort those out. And just checking a couple things. Who's this dude? Cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. All right. There. Let's see what's going on over there. All right. I think we're good. Cool. Thanks for the repost, Mark Texan over on Blue Sky. Hope I'm excited to see Mark again. We're going to be hanging at Commit Your Code in Texas. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's it's the kind of thing, Fuzzy, like I just wouldn't overthink it if you're just starting off the project. Cause like all these abstractions can just, could be unnecessary uh tech debt, could also just make things a little more complicated in terms of understanding things. But it really is it depends. Oh, and I love that I did have my cloaking on because my env file is right there. Okay, so let's see here. This is orb stack. What the heck am I in? Main on main. What project are we in here? I've got audio coming somewhere. I gotta go find it. One of my tabs is open. Where is it? Oh, okay, cool. It's my YouTube tab. Cool. All right, that's good. Let's get back. Let's get back to it. All right, getting distracted all over the place here. All right, yeah. That said, the code mods. I remember when React pulled out prop types out of React and it became a separate package. They supplied a code mod. I ran that on a large code base and it worked. It was smooth as butter. Worked really well. Okay. This is not where I want to be. We want to go to dev.mcp. It's not going to load at the moment because it's not running. So let's come back here. So what the heck is this project? Oh, that's Pomerium I'm in here, isn't this? Yeah. Okay. That's not what I want. Open. All right. So let's open up MCP app demo. Where is it? How do I not have my MCP app demo? App MCP. Where the heck is it? Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're doing the facade, it's standard schema. So, okay, let me open up. I don't know. I could have sworn I had a project saved in my project manager extension, but let's go to where'd you go, MCP at demo? There we go. Okay, cool. Let's open that and let's do save project. Why was that not already? Yeah, it already is there. Oh, I had it open. Never mind. Okay, cool. Let's clear this. What do I have open here? I don't think I have anything here. Okay, let's close that. Let's zoom this up. Let's do npm run dev. This is gonna start the MCP client. This is in development mode. I gotta deploy it actually, but for now, let's just port forward. This is kind of my workflow for the moment. We've got some goodies coming in Pomerium where I won't have to do this port forwarding anymore, but for now, this is the workflow. So that's public. Cool. That's good. So let's just move this off screen because we don't need it. And if we come back here, this should load now. There we go. So there we go. So we got our Swole MCP down here. That's good. That we don't need. I'm gonna take that on, put that on the other screen just because we really don't need that right now. Okay, now where I could have sworn I had another. There we go. Let's bring that over here. Sorry for all the window thrashing. Let's get this out of here. Okay, let's open up Swole MCP and let's see here. Okay, it's not a work tree. Okay, so we're in the first version. Let's do npm run dev. Okay, and what port is that running on? 3000. So we got to open up a port here. I'll explain everything. Port visibility, public. Continue. All right. So we're up and running here now. So now we should have a Swole MCP running here. Let's go to, do I have two windows open? Oh yeah, I do. Can close this one. Okay, so we should have, if I select the Swole MCP, give me an upper body workout. So it should make a tool call, which it is, which is good. All right, so it's Colin Swole. And yeah, so these are the different types of tools we have. Did it do the tool call though, or this just listed it? Okay, this just listed it. It didn't actually call the tool call. This is just Chat GPT, or sorry, GPT-5 Mini giving us that. Um, so basically what we're working with here is, if we look at it, and I'll zoom stuff in here. All right. So if we come to index, okay, so we've got a few things here. So this is using my MCP template. If we come to here, if you want to check that out, go give it a star. Got Lady Gaga playing Boys, 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 England come. Love this song. Where was I pasting this? Oh yeah, on LinkedIn. So yeah, Swole MCP is based off of this template. There we go. Cool. And let's move that over. All right, let's get back to it. So yeah, basically this template, it's a TypeScript template. It uses the model context pro, can't say that probably, the model context protocol, aka MCP TypeScript SDK. And I have a branch up uh, that adds OAuth support, and it's working. I just have to merge that, but I got to create the PR too. But essentially, there's like, you can have just public, so like there's no OAuth. Then there's OAuth, which should respect the spec, including a resource server. And then the way I use it, because I work at Pomerium, and the way Pomerium works is you get OAuth out of the box for free, and you get policies and all this other kind of, you know, constant verification with dynamic policies. So that's another. I also built it so that I can demo what I'm working on, so I can kind of say like, here it is when it's not secured, here it is with OAuth, and here it is with Pomerium, to kind of show the progression. So we see we're getting our tools, and yeah, I wanted to show you the code base basically. Where is it? So essentially, again, like I said, this is the MCP server template, but this is the MCP server from the SDK. And then we register some tools. So there's searching exercises. There's what else? Exercise details. This is basically coming from this API called WGER. So essentially, I've got all these things here, and it's not picking up our thing. So that could be the description, maybe. So let's try this. Let's just say, get me a bicep exercise from Swole MCP. I'm gonna be a little more explicit. It should call it like I shouldn't have to say go to the actual MCP. So it's getting the list. Okay, so now it's searching exercises. So that's actually a tool call. So that's good. And let's see what it gives us. I'm gonna guess bicep curls. It's gonna give us maybe hammer curls. Now I'm hitting their actual API, and I might get rate limited. Let's see. Boom. Seems okay so far. Okay, it probably will time out. I think so. It called it. So it's saying, okay, the query is it suggested curl. I category is arms. I said bicep, so it figured out what to put in, I guess. Um, let's see, did it answer? Okay, I got a timeout. That's okay. Let's see. So why did it time out? Let's go to here. Let's attach to the node process. Should be this one. And let's see here. That called which tool again? Search exercises. Okay, so find search. Okay, so usage tip, use category names. Okay, registered tool list. No, that's not it. Let's see, where is this used? Okay, search, Swole tools. Okay, names. Okay, here's the tool. It's actually calling. Okay, so we should hit here, except I'm not attached to the right thing, I think. I think this one maybe? No, or maybe. Let's try. Let's do this again. Okay, that doesn't seem to be attaching. Let's see here. What is the process that's running? Oh, it is running. Is it running Vite right now? I can't remember. Yeah, so it's running Node, which, yeah, okay. So maybe I'm just attached to the wrong one. Experimental strip types. Why is it not? Let's actually do this. Let's put in here maybe. Okay. Let's just do a new chat. Ba-da-ba-ba, swole, boom. Okay, that should stop there now. Or maybe that's already registered. Why is this not hitting this? Tool call in progress. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's not it. Let's see here. Disconnect. What did I do? I want to make sure I'm on the right one. User bin. Here, let's just stop it for a second. Clear. Okay. Oh yeah, Vite is the dev MCP, the MCP client running. Okay, so let's do this again. All right, so watch mode. Yeah, it should be this one. Okay, let's try this again. Swole patrol. tool call is gonna happen. Tool list. Okay, why is it not actually calling it though? Tool list. Maybe I'm hitting the wrong endpoints. Config. No. Services. API. Let's try this. Just trying to see why it's not calling anything. Async search exercises. That sounds about right. Okay, so it did get an exercise, but why did it not? Okay, yeah. Recommended since Swole MCP. Oh, MCP Swole MCP did not return anything. Okay, let's try this again. Let's do right. Boom. I just want it to attach to my thing. Why is it not attaching to anything? Index, logger. Like it should literally come here at least. It calls it. I like this. wger service dot get muscles. Uh, okay, so list muscles. Okay, the debugger's not on right now, but whoops. Why are you not picking up? Uh, okay, let's do new chat. Come on, you should get something. Okay, cool list. Well, search exercises. Why is this not attaching? Search exercises. That's registering the tool. Yeah, name, description, handler. That should be there. But okay, so it's not actually calling the tools. It's just oh, exercise details. Yeah, okay. Let's do this. So that got called. Okay, timed out again. What is going on? I might have to grr server. Yeah, yeah, exactly. The right now what I'm doing is so this is an open source API called wger exercise API. So this is what I'm using, but you can also host it. So I think I'm going to end up hosting it because I don't want to get throttled or anything. And it's just like an open source database of like exercises and stuff. Because there's with the API, you can I think you can pay for it as well. But again, like I'm just experimenting here right now. So like I basically don't want to pay for the API service. So I'm just gonna bootstrap it probably, which is totally fine. Like locally, but for now, because I was just getting the server up, just curious why it wasn't getting it. So if we come back here, so we can see here if I just do this, it's calling muscles retrieved, for example. So if we look for that, okay, so if I put a breakpoint there, that should get picked up too. So I just want to see if those things don't get picked up, then I'm attached to the wrong node process, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the right one, but we'll see. Okay. I'm not on the right process, I don't think. So let's do the oh, and I'm detached actually. Attached node process. It should be the watch one, right? Because where is it? Dev. Yeah, I'm in watch mode, so it should be that one. So let's just make sure. So strip types. I'm actually not sure why there's two. Oh, wait, is that because of no, that's not for the MCP one. Okay, is this I want to see the full command. Come on, show me the whole thing. There we go. Okay, so it's not that one. It's definitely this one because this is the watch. Okay, so let's come back. Man, I've went broke because they wanted to get a single MCP server up and running. Really? Check out my MCP template, man. If you're doing it in TypeScript at least, let me know what you think. Um, but we can chat fuzzy if you want. It's not as intimidating as it sounds, and I think I think having a good template probably helps. I'm doing the OAuth part right now. Again, like I said, like at Pomerium, I don't need the OAuth part because we handle that. But since it's a template that's not just for Pomerium, I definitely want to have the OAuth. So I gotta just get that PR up and merged. But I have a branch open right now. Okay, so okay, this should be okay. That's on the watch one now. So let's try this one more time. Let's do new chat, Swole. Now you should hit. Come on, buddy. Why is it not hitting it? Oh, interesting. It stopped the node process. So I guess we'll go back to this one. Sure. Okay, that actually looks better. Yeah. So like, I mean, Uh, I guess it depends what you're doing with your MCP server, Fuzzy. Are you doing like a one-to-one mapping of like an API or something, or is it something bespoke? Or well, I'm sure you're using an API at some point, but okay, this should attach. Don't let me down. But okay, there we go. Okay, finally. I don't know why this wasn't a thing. Okay, so register the tools. Yeah. Okay, so this should hit our logging at some point. But timeout. Nice. Thank you. Okay. Let's update the timeout actually for this MCP server. So let's go to my mini PC, or not my mini PC. Let's SSH to DigitalOcean. I gotta log in. Okay. All right. Now I'm in. Let's bump this up. VI config. Okay. So we're just in the Pomerium config here. Let's go to actually it's at the bottom, I think. Is this it? Swole MCP. Yeah. Okay. Timeout 60 seconds. We're just gonna double that. Escape, right? Quit. Cool. Exit. Exit. All right, let's try this again. So like typically when you're running through Pomerium, you wouldn't like I'm running the MCP server on my local right now, and the Pomerium instance is running on DigitalOcean, and it's connecting to my local MCP. This is strictly just for development purposes right now. In a real setup, the MCP server would be in the same network where you have Pomerium installed, like on your network edge. So this is just so I can do my development flow though. So let's try this again. So I increased the timeout to 2 minutes. I'm just curious what's going on here. Search exercises. Okay. Why aren't you, okay, there we go. Executing exercise search. Okay, so this is what I want to see here. I want to see, does the API actually give me anything? Okay, so what did it give us? No exercises. Okay, so we sent in uh, bicep curl, category arms, muscle, equipment, sure. Limit 5, fine. Language English, sure. So it literally did not find any exercises. So okay, so it actually is not finding anything. Okay. So let's try, and is this calling the right thing? So search exercises, let's go to definition. I vibe coded this, so like I haven't validated anything yet. My first goal is just get it working, and then I kind of get critical of the code. So uh, yeah, this, so it added, I asked it to add in caching just because if we're hitting the API and if it gets similar stuff, we should return the same stuff because it's hitting an API. So like with deterministic data. But regardless, let's see here. Get exercise info, filtered exercise. Okay, sure, whatever. Limit response, get exercise info. Let's go to here. Speaking of onion layers, but here's the API. Okay, so this is what we want to see. Make request, exercise info. I may have inadvertently vibe coded too many layers into this, maybe not. Okay, so okay, I'm not getting rate limited, so that's okay, but we'll put a breakpoint there. And then let's just check out a few things here. So let's do, actually, let's wipe out all the breakpoints and let's just add here and here. And let's see here. Let's do get me an upper body workout. Or no, let's keep it simple. Get me a chest exercise. So this should hit the debugger again. Should hit here. Maybe not. I don't know. Or maybe it's just slow. Let's see here. Make request. Uh, why is it not calling my stuff? Search exercises. Let's go back there. It's the return of the Mac. Interesting. It's not. Let's restart. Okay. Reattached. Go. I should probably have started off simpler, but okay. This should hit. I should get a breakpoint. Come on, buddy. Search exercise. Why is this not there? Okay, that'll get hit, I guess. Do, 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 do. I don't believe that that's the Swole MCP that gave that, but let's try. Do, do. Come on, where are we at? Well, let's go to index. One there. That should be getting hit for sure. Right. Okay, we got a bit of bad romance playing now. That's good. I know you can't hear it, but I don't want to get ousted. Okay. Now, if you're wondering why this takes a while to load up sometimes, this is uh it's related to I'm running this on my development server and Pomerium's on DigitalOcean and sometimes it just hangs. But okay, get me a chest exercise. Come on. This should call search exercises. Maybe the debugger's just being finicky. I don't know. Okay. Gonna be finicky, I guess. Um, we can try the API though directly. So do I have Thunder client? Thought I had this installed. Okay. Okay, Thunder client, new request. Okay, let's just disconnect from here. Okay, and I'm gonna give up on you for now. So let's go to wjur exercise API. Let's go here. Using the API. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I don't need tokens for these things. Where's the actual API again? Where did I get the pagination, ordering, blah, 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 gym administration, backend. Yeah, that's the backend. I get that. Where is it? No, not pay. Where is it? Where the heck is the API? Uh, I'm getting hot ears. All right, let me take a break here real quick. I'm just gonna check work Slack. Oh, interesting. Nothing going on. Not a bad thing. I got a bunch of people on West Coast, but I have a one-on-one at in 26 minutes, so I got to go to that. But uh, let's see here. Okay, not doing too well with this. Okay, API. Let's go here. Yes, make requests. Let's go there. Yeah. Okay, this is what I want. Okay, exercises. Let's try out something here. Routine, get. Okay, yeah, I need credentials for that. Let's do. Let's see here. Exercise info. Okay, so here. Okay, that's all the exercise info. It's already in English. Why are you trying to translate it? Let's see here. That's a lot of exercise info. Okay. That's just getting everything though. I want to filter API root exercise. Let's go here. Okay, so limit to. So let's look at an example here. Offset 20. There's all the query params, muscles, blah, blah, blah. API docs, Swagger UI. That'll be helpful. Okay, let's go for exercise. Okay. We want to get an exercise category. Okay. Try it out. And let's say muscles. Okay. Add integer item. So I got to get the muscles first. Okay. Let's just say, what are the categories? Chest. Just try this. Category must be okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's just do one. That choice is not valid. Select a valid choice. Zero is not one of the available choices for muscles. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so let's just do this, and let's execute. Okay, why is that not one of the valid choices? Integer. I feel zero's like a silly option, but category is not valid. Okay. Is it required? Let's see here. There we go. Okay, so it's not required, but okay, so we get what do we get here? Okay, so this isn't necessarily helpful. I think I gotta look a little more into the API, but what did it return here basically is what I'm getting at. Grosshund is the licensed author. Sure. Okay, muscles secondary, ID, muscles one. Okay. So I think I gotta revisit this because how are we getting, let's see here. If we call exercise, I think that's the issue. So, ba, 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 ba. We want to get, I guess we need to get the exercise info first, or what's this? Get day. API endpoint for routine day objects. Okay. Don't want to bother with that. Deletion log, equipment. Okay, so I think we need to get the equipment first. So let's do execute. Okay, so we get equipment, and that gets us the stuff we have here. Barbell bench, incline, pull up, resistance band. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. What exercise equipment can I use? I'm just trying out stuff here. I'm probably just gonna have to take a peek here. Let's see. Equipment, is that in there? Yeah, it's in there. Okay, cool. Okay, so list equipment. Let's see here. I don't feel like that is correct, but I mean it's returning a response, but like equipment isn't here. None. Okay, body weight, I guess so, maybe. Does it have a Z bar? Okay, so okay, including SC bar. Okay. Oh yeah. Last good day of summer in Scotland, I guess. Um Here, I mean excuse me. It's getting close to end of summer, but varies on the year, but like it can still be very hot here in September, sometimes even early October. Uh, I remember when I was in the Maritimes for university in Canada. Sometimes in October, we'd be playing in playoffs in snow. So, like, I don't know. But I think global warming's doing a number on that. What comes next for you? Is it like train spotting and you just end up with jury days and the what is it? The worst toilet in Scotland? And I got to rewatch that movie. Begbie was definitely a lunatic. Okay, so one, two, okay, gym mat, dumbbell. Um, I just want to see. Okay, I think it is actually giving this. So barbell, bench, barbell, bunch, dumbbell, pull up bar, incline bar in there. I'm still not sure if it's actually returning there, but yeah, yeah, climb those walls. Cool, cool. Uh, okay, so that's giving me something. And let's see, actually, did it call? Okay, getting equipment types. That's good. Returning cached equipment. Sure. Let's see here. All right. It should be working then. So if we do this, okay, that's good. And if we come back here and we do it again, it should hit the cached. Just why does it hang here? Okay, so it's not hitting it, or did it just hit it? Okay, it didn't hit it. Oh, restarted, so it didn't cache. It wasn't cached. Okay, so if I ask again, this should hit cached, but if anything, it should do the check. Do, do. See what this does, and then after that, I think I'm just gonna call it a day. I got a one-on-one shortly. Okay, so I'm curious why sometimes it's hanging here. So this is we're using the OpenAI responses API, and I'm adding tools from the MCP server, but it hasn't listed them yet. So there's a tool call in progress, but why is it hanging? That is the question. Yeah, nothing's happening here. So I'm just gonna refresh and YOLO here. And let's try this one more time and then uh, boom. Okay, so there. Okay, it's making an API request. Equipment retrieved. Okay. So why is it hanging? Okay. It seems to have gotten it, but like if I'm just curious why I'm not hitting my breakpoints. Let's see here. I should be attached to the right thing because if I do this, yeah, why is it hanging? If we look at the traces, equipment retrieve, that was 14. Yeah, so it's not even hitting it again. Something's going on. Something's weird. I gotta check it out and report back. And also, the debug server did not attach again. So let's try this one more time and then I'm gonna call it. I'm just being lazy right now here, but this should hit it. Debugger's there. Why are you hanging, bro? All right. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Let's just detach. Boom. Yeah, you timed out. I gotcha. Cool. All right, we're gonna call it here. But thanks for hanging, peeps. Be back tomorrow. What do I got? Uh, yeah, tomorrow I'm hanging out with Josh Sear from Laravel. So we're gonna be taking a peek at what modern PHP actually looks like. So definitely check that out, and we will see you in the next one.